Ah, wait, no, don't look at that. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Monday. Yes, it's Monday. I know my streams have been kind of up and down and left and right and all that stuff, but you know, it's beginning to get summer, schedules are getting crazier, and things are coming up. But hey, I'll always come back to streaming because I love this shit. Anyways, welcome to the grand finale of Apollo Justice. Okay. Yeah. This has been quite the adventure, everyone. Uh, I I don't think I've actually ever stuck to an Ace Attorney game for this long, because so we got to the final case for the Great Ace Attorney, and then, well, I mean, on stream, off stream, and in my other facets of my life, I have completed Phoenix Wright games, but on stream, I think this is the first one we're gonna finish right here, right now. Hold on. There's something I gotta set up right here. Anyways, let's see. Hold up. I gotta set this up right here. Put this in that screen. Click this. Yeah. But how's everyone doing tonight, huh? I missed you guys because I haven't been streaming too much lately, but I'm sorry for that. But you know, I keep wanting to come back. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now, without further ado. Oh, but I may not have a schedule this week, but I don't stream tomorrow. But Friday, I definitely do want to stream because, for those of you who don't know, there's gonna be a Honkai Star Rails update live stream, and I want to react to that on stream. So, and then I'm probably gonna turn to a YouTube video. So, yeah, react videos and stuff. So, without further ado, time for this. Continue chapter. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant, Baramisham, innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are open. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? Preparations complete. Yes, I am Phoenix. Let's wrap this up. Oh, that's nice, Raven. Oh, darn, I missed something. It's so much information. Something important lost long ago. It's so close now. So very close. October 9th, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session of the trial of Vera Misham. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution ready to rock. Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant, Vera Misham's condition? Acute acritine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time, oh gosh. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on a trial without her being here? It is unusual. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic. Wait, is that bureaucratic? That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apology to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtains all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin. The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she had done. Objection! Okay. But Vera was poisoned with aquatine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone the verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. Is that so? Then you have to prove something. She was in court, giving her testimony before us. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Wait, was it the nail polish? Hold on. Oh, and incidentally, it would have been nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claim to the court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned. I've got two things to prove here. Who did it and how. Okay. Show the how. So it could be the nail polish. Do I have that in my court records? Aha! There it is. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison. Not a bottle or the container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. What was the method used to poison Vera Misham? It was this nail polish. Take that. What's this? What a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. Ha 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 ha. Chirp 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 chirp. Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Something the matter? No, nothing at all. So the killer put poison in the bottle, and made her drink it. As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for your nails. Know any women with red nails? My wife has red nails. I see. So she's been painting them all this time. You are the fucking judge. How many games have you been in? You can't be this dumb and a judge and for this long. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying in the court? The court is now back in session. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails? Oh! Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once. Mr. Justice. Yes? Do you know who did this? Do you know who put the poison in the nail polish? Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, Just checking. Mr. Justice, are you about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish? Please dispense with the chatter. You realize the weight of this accusation. Here, let me show you. Oh gosh, that's like almost half. Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time. And let us ask, who poisoned Vera Misham via her nail polish? It was my old mentor, Christoph Gavin! What's this? Christoph Gavin? Objection! What's your game? My bro, there's no way he could do a thing like that. You should know that better than anyone else. Indeed. He is behind bars. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was possible to do. That doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourself when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday. It could have been months ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor little girl. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Oh, my battery. Hold up. Yoink. Gotta plug it in. And boop. Okay. There we go. Plugged in. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that was swallowed, even by myself. Okay, the defense wishes is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Sorry about that. Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. There he is. Oh, Your Honor, how nice it is to see you again. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? What do I owe the pleasure of our company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Eck! Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Stiff upper lip, Apollo! You can do this! Hey, your half-sister that I don't know yet! Well, I mean, if Felix told him everything, then that's probably among the things he told him. Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadne nail polish? Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. And, was there something, concerning about this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed. This nail polish, was how Vera Misham was poisoned. Acritine, wasn't it? You're well informed about this case, Mr. Gavin. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier? Maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again. by him again. Ah, and you agree with his accusations, do you? Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant, Vera Misham. Please testify on the matter of the court. Dun 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 dun. Owning the same nail polish does not a murder make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poisoning, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds she poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too. Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. But for one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. Let's see. Oh, I have to observe him. Owning the nail polish does not murder make. How could I have poisoned her? Then her father died of the same poisoning, meaning which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds the position of her father. Oh, this is the only frame that's different. Let's perceive this. Just nothing down here. Oh, wait, hold up. What is that? That's a scar. Suggests I was responsible for poisoning her father? Ah, right there. Gotcha. The veins on his hand like pulsate. It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. And let's assume for the sake of argument that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get someone's into someone's mouth. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that is not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found the way, all the same. And I found it too. This is how you poisoned Mr. Misham. It was the stamp, right? I'm sure I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. That night, Mr. Misham died. He was seen writing a letter. Atrocoin was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So, am I to understand that this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. Ugh. Oh, he's brushing his hair back. That is all, Your Honor. Order, order, order! Poisoned on the back of the stamp. After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Oh my god. You're talking to your brother like that, dude? Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushell's testimony. No, well. Oh wait, no, this is the past. Hold up. Well, that's the thing. After he put his letter in the envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yeah, a stamp. A so-called postage stamp, end quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was merely coincidence that he used it that night. That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I somehow manipulate coincidence? He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use this stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. What? Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Misham would use that stamp that night? At least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place? I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Clavier. Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph. What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin? And forehead. What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Misham, ja? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Mr. Misham would use the stamp. Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned. Tell me, this needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by that stamp. That's all. Coincidence? Christoph, you tried to slip out of from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is? What are you up to, Clavier? I could ask you the same question, Christoph. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impenetrable. That's impermissible testimony. Very well. I shall take his claim head on then. Justice. What? Ooh, what? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Apollo! Motive! He's talking about a motive! Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove motive. A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this making your statement. Man, it's always gonna be that amount, isn't it? I'd say it's about this vital. That's pretty vital. Well, Mr. Justice, I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present some evidence. Then let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? Wait, what was this again? Drew Misham. Oh, Drew Misham deposit send a receipt. Oh, it's because we think he's the one that forged the stuff. Christoph Gavin's motives become clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place. And why is that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepted his first job creating a forged evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Remiere's diary? When Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes? This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request a forgery be made? That was never proven. Objection! The defense attorney on that case was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? Yes. This is the first page. And this is the second. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for this murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old. The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery. To keep them from talking? But he made a mistake. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. Oh! Huh? Air forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding these two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright. Objection! Sorry, but that's not how this is gonna go down. Oh, then how will it go down? I checked through the records in this case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh, old boy! Here! Oh wait, this is the past. What's this? I don't know! I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Oh wait, that was Phoenix. I understand. I am asking you the impossible. I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before. Now here's a question. Just who was Shady Enigmar previous defense attorney? No, this can't be. But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin! Order! What is the meaning of this? Witness, I mean defendant, former lawyer. Let me begin by denying this. Objection! It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin. It's impossible to prove if you can't. Huh? Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial. Oh, hey, Cosmic, how's it going? Okay, sure, I'll drink. Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid the lines of inquiry won't yield. Objection! Air forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence? Huh? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks so clammy. Evidence. Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested the forgery 7 years ago. Clavier. Just prove it. Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. He must have thought of some evidence, Apollo. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him, and prove that the only way I can, by putting some other darkness inside him. Do you get my implication? Like putting... Okay. And what proves that Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham? Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it. It can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Objection! Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty. Objection! Your Honor, You do the defense in injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should this penalty not match his— Oh my god! That's basically everything. I haven't given a penalty like this in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. All I have to do is prove his any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham. And I have something that clearly does this job. Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between your witness and Drew Misham. Okay. Yes. Tiny frame. Portrait. Acrylic. Autopsy. Note page. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the yellow envelope that Drew Misham was writing to Christophe Glavier. And it showed up in his prison cell. So it proves that he was the one he was writing it to because the mailman would have delivered it to him. Take that! This evidence proves there's a link. Objection! That scrap of paper. I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Huh? Hey! That's Daddy's handwriting! Mr. Wright's handwriting. What is the meaning of this? Ah, I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if that's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting is terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the letter. Reproduction? When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. What? Oh god, look at his face. Everything is tensing. He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted in the court. Evidence based on a video of a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin? Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as it is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother's incapable of making rational judgment at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please. The defense's claim is denied. What? Only actual evidence is permitted in the court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. Now, well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence. I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination. Oh! Hey! The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years, and I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet. Eh, Christophe? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whom's control? Mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame as your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, hold on. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important to you? You amuse me, Air Forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. Huh? In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago. Finally, you just couldn't resist, could you, Air Right? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record. I'm familiar with the trial. I have watched the video several times. Did you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment you called in Drew Misham, it was almost as if. Almost as if what? Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Oh, correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary evidence. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew because you told me, Christophe. What? What? It was the night before the trial. Oh, I think this is the past. Clavier. Christophe? Odd seeing you at this prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Ah, I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought you information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then, I wondered about it at the time. How did Christophe know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Christophe! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all of your research on the case. The victim's belongings? Which would have included Magnifie's diary, wouldn't it? Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier. You disappoint me. You find trees, yet you miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I have achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Paulo! I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. Now, we've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. Uh, 7 years ago, the trial before the day before the trial. I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Grimier. Wait, am I being messaged? No, it's just a bunch of... Showdown time. Enough. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to do this that day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say the same thing. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me and went with the pitiful excuse for a man. He deserves to die for that error alone. Hold it! So, the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is... These two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Grimier both deserve what they got. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence? So you could win? But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Grimier's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined come to pass. Everything went perfectly. Oh! Ah! Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled, and the defendant vanished. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years! What? Huh? I am thirsty. You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. You know, wait. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said every day for 7 years. But I felt it too. Journalists sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Grimier got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? Wait a minute. Zach Grimier was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone for 7 years? Finally, I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Grimier, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Not Chinese. Tragic. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Ramier! Oh! 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 What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going! We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? Someone please explain this! Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It started 7 years ago. Wait, hold on. Before the flashback starts, ads are about to start, and I suddenly got a delivery. So we're gonna go on a 5-minute ad break real quick. And I'll be right back. Let's go now. Hey yo, I'm back. Also, yeah, I'll talk about. Apparently, I can't get my mail yet because I don't have the key. But oh well. I'll show you guys later. But yeah, I also went to the bathroom. Okay, let's get this started. We're about to unravel this mystery. Hmm. The great magician, Magnifique Remier's death started it all. Magnifique Remier's death and his student, Zach Remier, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would have been be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christophe Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew Misham? Actually, it was his daughter, Farah, who really did the work. You took the precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Aquatine. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp, I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Ariadne nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she had a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. Oh! The nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me. Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from the client, the one that wanted the note made. It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become very nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously. Oh. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence, the lacking of evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the Aquatine that took Drew Misham's life. Objection! What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Remier to keep him from talking. There we go. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith. Now you can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Objection! Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead the right to remain silent. Remember, the court did not convene to put me on the trial. The defense name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial. No, but you were doing well, Apollo. As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, the court of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent. Objection! Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. Objection! Nah, you still don't get it, do you? Huh? Let us assume there was poison on that nail polish. Let us assume there was poison in that nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me. I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What? 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 Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. I believe the discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor. Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Kristoff, you are right. That is, you would have been right until now. Huh? What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. Oh. He's right. I totally forgot. The jurist system. Jurist, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off for society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is that some kind of joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Common citizens have something called common sense. Sometimes, common sense is not restricted by law. Nonsense! There's only room for two in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. Look at his face. Damn. Let's see. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? Whoa! Uh-oh! He's about to explode. So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. 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 Oh, God, look at him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Man, he looks like a what does he look like? He looks like Alucard or someone like someone crazy. Someone crazy like that. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. Now you'd let ignorant swine soil your courts? This stuff is over. Christophe, it's over. Clavier! The law is absolute. You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem polished to gleam throughout trials and errors. It is this fruit we received and passed on and faced in our time. And it is always changing, growing, nurturing. It is our task as human beings. Except for you, Christophe. You aren't changing. You stopped. No, you're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what lies. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father. The painter Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. Huh? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? October 9th, 12:48 p.m. Jurist chamber? This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is certainly in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she's guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decision. That is all. Please, wait, number 6. Yes, juror number 6? There's something in the juror's handbook here. The persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with this development in the case. With the development of the case? I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decisions on the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely. Judge well. Lemoire? Well, as the player, I deem Drew Misham not guilty. Confirm. And so the verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the juris system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christophe Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed through the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. An incentive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. Hey, we're back here. October 10th, 10:12 a.m., Hickfield Clinic. Vera, I'm so glad. Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too. I'm proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about it, what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. Oh, look at that. She's smiling. Vera? Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked up inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera. When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. It looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it, I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Oh, look, it's me. I love it. Thanks. Oh, is that me? She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. Oh. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He bought all those things for me. When he came to visit earlier. You mean the stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped them vanish from the courtroom. You did? How? I'm not telling. He promised me that one day he promised me the day he went away. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grimier, after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes. I'm glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy. Hee. Oh, Trucy. Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection. Ahem. Not loud enough. And I like using Miss Magic underwear better anyways. That's magic panties, Apollo! So, your memory's returned. Mr. Wright, was this all a part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memories, I was reborn as Lamar. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. And you're thinking into it. You're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that that regaining your memories would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This, too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, Don't worry. I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet. Yes? Wait, hold on. Yeah, right here. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years, but your bracelets were the strangest of all. I remember meeting him, half a year ago now, in Christophe Gavin's office. And then I met you. 2 fates destined to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. Oh. "10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive the accident. That's why I left the troupe, my family. Now, my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Aramission regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. Oh, it's just going. I've still got a long way to go, but the power of mine, okay. There's hope now. We lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel. Here comes justice. Objection! Wait, that's it? We don't get any definitive answers or like a real ending? Oh, okay. I'm glad you're staying with the agents. I can't. Okay, I like found there's more a big little brother. Oh, and don't worry about Troop Grimier. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. I can't do voices and read that fast. Trucy Grimier. Frankly, but I got my doubts. But Hat Grimier? But now that's packing them in. Nice. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than that one of our that's why it's over. The Gaviniers are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. You're the real star now. I look forward to our next jamming session. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. And now that everything's sorted, and I've gotten time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take a bar exam. Again. Ha 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 ha. Wait, so if he was proven to not have been forged, shouldn't they, like, give him back his status? Is that not how the bar works? He was wrongfully accused. Snackoos. So I was standing around eating snackoos the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? Could you augment the crunch, or better yet, make them the power of science? Though the preservatives might not be 100% safe. Oh yeah, she wasn't found in the last case at all. What? Why do we need to? It's unlike the event wanting Russian fees, but the only thing colder than a restaurant is borscht. Doubt its greater challenge is being required. Oh, okay. Then comes to the hideouts. You know what? You know who to ask for. Why are we going through every character? Man, I like this game. Takanashi Nishimura. Okay. Why are we going through everyone? So, Utachi Pastries is getting back to the Eastern roots, spreading the culture. Yo, boss, culture time. This is how we write root, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time. And this is how we write people, right? Not to the walkie. Not that walkie's paying attention. Ooh, kids. Hey, Walkie. It's out. Chinese characters on a cake with a fly idea. If it's in and you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know, that's why I made the OG cracker for real. Oh, it looks like a pie. I know it don't look like no cracker, but what do you want? It's the OG muffin. Okay. Hey, guy. I don't know where I was coming from. You asked me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one, too. See, this time I put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Ew. Presenting Eldoon's noodles about the salt. Salt forever. He's gotta have a sodiumless ramen. He'll make bank. Oh, this guy. I forgot all about this guy. My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won, and they are called me Wesley Stickler and this Wesley Sticky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, but that one reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko reporting. And yes, curiosity is a sickness. I am cured. Okay. Yeah, that's not why they gave you that name, buddy. Do 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 do. The more. I don't know how to thank you all for the light return to my life, and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure, 2 treasures back. I will think of them when writing my next song. Ah, she's so pretty. Just look at her in that white dress. Damn. Hey, this guy. I'm Brushel here, back on the beat with another interview. Yes, how do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but a journalist confined in a mint condition. End quote! I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll never see a bit of the world outside to find out, and I know where the good people are out there now. I've met them. Yay! The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. Hey, it's us. Oh, that's so nice. I miss him. Is that it? Is that the end? Hey! Congrats, you've unlocked a special bonus in the music and background settings. Okay. Continue to the next stage. Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies. Push no for now, but yeah. The next one. Oh wait, no. Switch games to this one. Dual Destinies. Hello, cutie. So I guess next game we're back to our boy Phoenix Wright. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 episodes. Damn. Wait, who the hell is that? Justice? Why does he look like that? Man, I want to see what's going on next, but I can't just I just can't start a new game here. Okay, let's go back. Oh, look at all this. Who is this? Damn. Huh? Oh. I accidentally switched backgrounds. Wait, there's costumes? Oh, this is the 3D ones. Old school? Nah. Ooh. So who is this supposed to be? We're supposed to be Phoenix Wright, right? This. We're gonna be back with our boy, I think? And then it's Apollo, and then it's this girl, and then it's Apollo who's all messed up. And then it's this. Is that Edgeworth? And then there's this. Man. Okay. Man. I wanna click it so bad. Because I don't know, that ending. How do you guys feel about that ending? Of Apollo Justice. I don't know. There's just so much not answered. I don't want to end stream just yet, but I also don't want to bleed too much into the YouTube VOD. So it leads to the next game. Ah! But okay, hold on. I'm gonna end the YouTube stream right here because I want I give them like a thumbnail and official title and stuff, so I don't want anything else but the main stuff on the YouTube stream VODs. So I'm gonna end it here on YouTube. And then maybe we can switch to like something. I don't know what yet. But heyo YouTube, have a good day. Ending stream for you guys. Good night. Boop.